I told them in the strongest of words to just do it.
You see, this is a we just do it kind of show.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Is it going to be absolutely riveting? Is it going to change your life by any stretch? Probably not, but it's going to be at least entertaining, okay?
By the way, for those people that are in the back, remember to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
I've been dying to say that.
Mattio!
Cuzaroo.
Slapperoonie.
It's showtime.
WATP.
WATP.
Hello, Rubber Dicks and Cuzaroos. Welcome to a special episode. Stuttering John on his last show, April 30th, was reading a lot of insults. That's how he makes his money for the last 5 years. And we didn't get to it on WATP. I had to rush out. Producer Chris and I had to run to Buffalo to see Necrogoblicon. There was this other band that was opening for them, Galactic Empire. And they dress up as Star Wars characters and play a bunch of, it's metal, but they play like Star Wars themes and other movie themes. And they're fantastic. And we're like, let's get there to see that band. So we rushed there and we made great time. And we get in and there's this other band that's playing with them too. You know, there's 3 bands on the lineup. The other band is, what were they called? Something like Psycho something. Hold on, I have it on my phone here. It was called Psychostic. Psychostic. We thought it was Psycho Stick, but it's Psychostic. So we're listening to Psychostic on the car on the way there to see like what they're all about. And they're the corniest band. They have a song where like the only lyric is fuck. And they do all these like well-known melodies, but they just sing fuck over and over. I was like, okay. And they're like shticky and corny and they dress up in weird, silly costumes and stuff. Because we're like, well, they got to be the first band, right? They'll let Galactic Empire go and then Necrogoblicon, right?
We all have bands that dress in silly costumes. We can all agree that's just a stupid.
It's ridiculous, right? So we get there, and Psychostic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Psycho Stick. Psychostic is up on the stage. We're like, oh wow, we're even earlier than we thought. Sweet, we'll catch the entire set. No, unfortunately, Galactic Empire played first, and we didn't see them at all.
And that's why we're here.
But Necrogoblicon was fantastic, as they always are. John Goblicon, their lead singer. Great job. But anyway, we had to end WATP early on Wednesday to get out to Buffalo to see the show. And I had a whole Stuttering John segment ready to go that we didn't get to. I thought, well, it's got Friday afternoon. We'll save it for that. We'll do it then. My buddy Adam. I didn't introduce you. Adam Busch is here. Hi, Adam.
How you doing?
Good. And figure we can go through that. But also, we have to talk about Aaron Imholt, because Alex Stein was on Dabbleverse Live with me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex and Aaron had lunch together recently.
And Alex did not reveal what Aaron ordered. And I got to know.
Now, he said there was one other thing he wanted to tell us. He could never remember what it was. It was probably what Aaron ordered.
Don't you want to know?
Does he get the mild buffalo sauce? That's what I want to know. Is he a pussy that gets
like
mild sauce?
mozzarella sticks or something.
Yeah, he probably eats like a child.
Uh-huh.
The other thing that was revealed yesterday on Dabbleverse Live, very important thing, was that I could not get Super Tip to work. Good news, everyone. Super Tip is working again. Supertip.gg/WATP. And I'm just going to real quick run through the ones that came in yesterday. And I apologize I wasn't able to play these yesterday, but thank you so much for the support. You can support this program right now by going to supertip.gg/WATP. Chris Primer. I don't know what this is a reference to. Horses make good glue. Well, yeah, of course, but what does that have to do with anything? Venom Tony 15.
Oh, we got Alex Stein in the high Z. Hell yeah, the Niga is a real one. Since you're here, Alex, you might like this dark joke. If a Nazi had a dark homie and a J word, who would he off first? The J word, because first comes work, then comes pleasure. Ah, that joke was so dark it would be chased by the popo.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Here's another one from Venom Tony 15.
Hey, Michael. Care to address your friend
Tom Myers, he got exposed for being a simp towards a woman. Mans can get any of them.
I'll have to ask Blind Mike about that. Anonymous coming in.
Alex, who's done more damage to the reputation of Jews worldwide, Shuli or Netanyahu?
That's a good question. I wish Alex could have answered that. Trucker Smart.
Chrissy could have ended this on the Mac episode by saying, right away, I'm not having a debate on this show. Stop asking these. They're not going to get read. I'm not getting into the Jeremy stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of ways she could have played that.
If the DV stopped covering the toe, he'd disappear. So I say, let the little baby Aaron fizzle out.
Yep, that's one way to do it, for sure. He's been very desperate, been talking about us a lot. Been talking about me a lot, Patrick Melton a lot.
Did you fix the overlays on the super tip settings and update moderation settings? New update. Heard about it on Bob's show. Hey, Alex, how's Kate Meany's gash?
Good question. Wish he was here to answer that. Brittany was terrifyingly unrelenting and articulate against Chrissy. I think I'm in love. She did a great job. Trucker Smart.
I love Alex. He's the contrarian that breathes life into deflating lolcows.
I agree. I thought he did a great job. We had a good debate yesterday. Michael P. Go Sabres, go Bills. Yeah. Unfortunately, that did not go well for the Sabres last night.
Things I don't care about Gums Mare in no particular order. She's a mom. She's Catholic. Her offspring will likely end up taking a dirt nap due to measles.
I saw the preview of this next one.
What do we want?
A cure for Tourette's.
When do we want it?
Rape!
That's a pretty good joke. Not going to lie, that one tickled me a little bit.
Reminds me of Aaron's classic knock, knock, you're gay.
It's a good one, too. Tukey's up base staff. How about those Canadians, eh? Yeah, I know. Montreal, the Sabres were dominating. Going into the second period, they were dominating, and then they gave up that goal, and then it just fell apart. The wheels just fell right off. It was brutal. I know you watched the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hellraiser, just do it. 4 to 49ers fan. Hi, boys. Is Super Tip working? It was out last night. Yes, we're back, baby. Super Tip is back. Kevin Hasse. Yo, Carl, where can I download Isotopes tunes? Wherever you stream music, it's there. You can also go to theisotopes.com and you'll find our music there as well as our YouTube page. Watch some videos and stuff like that. So the Poop on Perry sent this over to me. And this is interesting. This is from Entertainment Weekly, 1996. Oh, I got to add this to the screen. You can see here, this is the cover right here with George Clooney. And within this Entertainment Weekly edition, you can find this blurb where it's winner of the week, Bob Costas, loser of the week, Stuttering John. Just when you thought NBC's Wings couldn't find a less talented guest star than Jenny McCarthy, along came Howard Stern's obnoxious sidekick. He was so bad on the show Wings that Entertainment Weekly declared him the loser of the week. Did you know about this?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Howard talked about it back then, and it really did put a perfect cap on what was like a 2 to 3 year long struggle of those Wings producers trying to get Howard on. And people go, how does some shit like this happen? That's how it happens. They work on getting Howard for that long. It doesn't work. And they settle for this, not realizing that they've just gone too far.
Yeah. So very funny that John was recognized. I doubt he's got that one framed and hanging up in the house.
His Rolling Stone review is not very good. Like, it's just not a total pan, so he's proud of it. This is, he's in the paper next to Bob Costas.
Right, yes. They don't boo nobodies.
Right.
So he's got that going for him. Now, John, of course, is sticking around the Dabbleverse. He won't leave. He is tweeting. He's threatening to come back as the Duke of the Future.
And we blew it. We blew that. We fucked that up so bad.
God damn it. He was going to do it, and then we didn't respond correctly. Now he's not going to do it.
We'll be better next time, John, please.
I know.
Please.
Sorry. Give us another chance. So he is continuing to monitor what's going on in the Dabbleverse. I have a feeling that Vegas beer sales, probably Ditka, are still on top of this for him. And I know this for a fact because I got to talk to Ava on Hughesy's show on Monday. And Ava revealed her communication with John since he left the Dabbleverse. I played this on Dabbleverse Live yesterday, but I think it's worth playing again because I want to get your reaction to this, Adam. This is Ava talking about her communication recently.
On his show. When he first left, we spoke like every day, and then after like 3 days, we don't speak anymore.
Oh, why did you stop speaking?
I kind of stopped responding. Honestly, this is caused me to just start going back out into public, and I just check out for. I'm not in the Dabbleverse as much, and so when I get back home and he's already called like twice or something, it's already like 10:30 there. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's exhausting, right?
The negativity around everything, and just I don't know what the shitware says as much as I used to, so I'm not as much use anyway,
Yeah, it's interesting. He said he was going to leave the internet and he didn't want to talk to anyone about it. He didn't want updates on it. He was changing his number. Doesn't seem like that's happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
The thing is that
what's hilarious about that is that Ava revealed that when John calls, it's all about like, what did shitware say? Everyone has to keep tabs for John and report back. So Avi just said right there, yeah, I'm going out now. By the way, that's a weird admission that she had, which is like, now that John's gone, I'm actually like living a life and going out and doing stuff. Jesus Christ. John was stopping you from that? Okay.
Oh, yeah. You could see her like pulling the drapes open and the sunlight coming in for the first time and like birds and life begins.
Right. It's wild. She's in a dark place. But it's very interesting that, by the time I get home, I've missed a couple calls from him and I didn't pay attention to what Shuli said that day. And I don't know if Chad Zumach went off on him. So I don't have anything to talk to him about. That's the only thing that John wants to talk about is who is slighting him in the Dabbleverse. And it's continued. Nothing has changed, obviously, because Ava just admitted, I talked to him for the first 3 days after he left. And now I can't follow it anymore. It's exhausting. It's depressing. I don't want anything to do with it.
It was also a nice reveal. She said something like, and by the time I get home, it's 10:30 because she knows he's done. There's no reaching him after probably 9 or something.
Yeah. You could probably talk to him. He's up.
But you don't want to.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a conversation he's going to remember.
She also had such a great use of language. It was so coded and loaded, communicating to you. The answer to your question is yes, but also to John, the environment is so toxic and the negativity and shitware. He heard shitware. So like those two words are going to cloud it all for him and allow her to agree with you.
Right. Because I said he's exhausting.
Right. She can't say yes. She has to say all that shit.
Right. No, what's actually happening, Carl, is I have new friends and we're hanging out at certain times and John is exhausting. He just takes. Do you think he ever calls Ava and starts the conversation with, how was your day today?
Not once.
What's
Even when they've run out of stuff to talking about and they're sitting in silence, he never thinks, so what's up with you?
Not even close. So it's not a fun friend to have.
I also believe, I really do believe that he does watch and listen to all of this stuff, but he doesn't know what to make of it. And he's pretending I need you to tell me what's up when it's really like, was that mean or was that sarcasm or is it worth getting upset about? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I played on Dabbleverse Live yesterday that Ivy Supersonic was on Grillo's show. And then Ivy claims that John texted her, pissed off that she was trashing him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas beer sales, because he's got a thing with Grillo now, if he's watching this, or if John is just watching everything and freaking out, and now he doesn't have an outlet. He tweets a little bit every now and again, but not a ton. I didn't check Dabbler's Anonymous today. I can't check his Twitter because everything is shut down.
Rob Saul and John are just out there to live as examples to show you all you can change the environment, you can change what you ingest, but you can't change yourself unless you're like actively trying to, because they're both kind of the same, just in different outfits. He's just as miserable, probably more so because he can't respond.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously eating at him, and now we can't even get on and do his performative, Shitwayer, Lady K, Pocky. What's Kevin Brenna's name? Pinky. Gosh, see how long it's been? It's been 2 weeks. And I forgot what John's nickname is for Kevin Brennan. Fuck. Everything's going to shit. Our buddy Darren sent this over.
Yeah,
to
from
me.
the Paltrowcast.
Yes, Paltrowcast, Darren. The Long Island Comedy Reunion Cruise featuring Richie Minervini. Oh, gosh. Godfather of Long Island comedy. Don't you know it? Jackie the Joke Man Martling from the Howard Stern Show. John Ferrantino, legendary comedy magician and pioneer of the genre. With your host, legendary cruise director Dottie Calusa. Legendary cruise director? What?
They got Dottie?
So if you want to check out Jackie and watch him laugh at his jokes, you can do that from February 14th through the 21st out of Fort Lauderdale. Visiting San Juan, St. Thomas, Grand Turk, Half Moon Cay. Oh, is this a... okay. Now I was going to see if this was Carnival. So yeah, this is exciting. I can't imagine. There's 3 comedians. Like a normal cruise ship would have 2. If it wasn't even comedy based, it'd have 2 or 3. So what is this?
I don't know. It must be private tours to Long Islanders, and they just come up with certain things that might appeal to those local people. Because I think it's like somebody's getting a percentage of this $1,600 per person it costs to ride with Jackie the Joke Man Martling.
And this is a 7-day cruise. That's a long cruise. The 14th to the 21st, I guess technically it's like 8 days. That's a long time to be on a boat with people. And you'd think there'd be more entertainment. I don't want to say better, but more.
It looks like a big boat. I can't imagine that's the only acts on it.
Am I watching this comedy magician every night, or what are we doing?
He's a pioneer of the genre, Carl.
He is the pioneer, so that's good.
Do you think Jeremy Piven is going to appear at any point during this?
They better add some big names.
The Soup Nazi?
The Soup Nazi for sure. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have a little bit of what's included, because you mentioned the price, and you seemed outraged by it. So,
well, the After Hours Richard Marx box set is $200, so that seems a little high for a cruise.
You know what? You're right. I didn't compare the two. That's what I should have been thinking.
What's
included? All private events, including individual headliner performances. So I get into the shows. That's good. Celebrity Liars Club. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Paranormal presentation with that magician guy.
But we already just saw him in the first one. That's the first one. He's an individual headliner.
Right. Good point. Q&A sessions with all headliners.
And we're back to that first one again.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, I want to talk to them too?
Uh-huh.
Only during this time, but yes. Okay. Screening of the Jackie Martling documentary.
That's cool. And actually, this will be the first place that it is shown. He announced that. So anybody who goes on that cruise are going to be the first ones to see the doc.
I've seen it already.
Never mind.
It's out there. Also, cocktail parties, meet and greets, exclusive gifts. That's the one that got me. Exclusive gifts. I remember when I went on my first Weezer cruise, humble brag, I got Ween coasters. Now that's an exclusive gift right there. They're coasters, but they look like Ween albums.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Don't miss this unforgettable week of laughter at sea. Reserve your cabin today.
I once got a gift bag that was, they said like if you go to this event, you get like a $10,000, $15,000 gift bag. And it was all just shit except for this one like $10,000 credit for LASIK surgery, one eye. And that's how they justified the price of this bag. I feel like those are the exclusive prizes.
You just get an eye patch. You're like, I can see 20/20. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I walk into things a lot, but I can see them really good.
I see much better.
Yes. All right, let's get into some insults from John's final show. John was reading a lot of super chats. Oh my gosh. I'm watching this again today. I'm watching John's show because I haven't gone through the whole 6 hours yet. I'm not kidding, 8 minutes at a time when he's just staring at the screen. And then I'll just be like, yeah. Oh, okay. And he starts typing a little bit. It's so low energy and so boring.
It is a gift, though, to be live in front of maybe 1,000 people and feel nothing, like no obligation to even clue them in on what you're talking about.
He thinks he's killing it. I don't know if that's a gift. I think it's called delusion.
I bet if Moody could feed AI all of these shows and go for speed, we would find that the rate at which he talks has slowed down to like a crawl or a stop based on where he was with Royce.
Oh, yeah. I would think that if Royce is the starting point, he's probably 50%, maybe 40% the speed that he was, which is significant.
Mm-hmm.
You slow something down by 50%, 50% speed, it is awful to watch.
It's brain function. That's how fast he can compute.
All right. Well, John, of course, a lot of the episode was talking about how we're all going to be sad when he's gone and we're going to suffer and it's going to be horrible for us. And I did play this one before, but it's worth checking out again.
Because you're a evil person. You're an evil person. You're a scumbag. And you're a greedy little prick. And you fucking took it too far. And now I'm the fuck out of here. And you're going to fucking suffer. And fucking Lady K's going to suffer. And all of you assholes are going to suffer now because the shit way is greed. Yeah, I know. I just spit over myself. Emergency show.
Yeah. It does take something, it takes the wind out of your sails when that happens.
Emergency show.
He could not say emergency to save his life.
He sounds like a senior citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way the sound's coming out and he's choking on is out of air, like that first sentence. The first sentence he was out of air in the first couple words, and it reminds you of like an elderly person. Carl.
He also sounds homeless. Like it sounds like a conversation you'd hear with a guy talking to himself. I'll be sorry. And they'll be in a shit way, like saying people's names. And
because you're only getting half of the conversation.
Right.
He's like, because I'm going to be, and then you're, and fuck it.
It's one of my favorite spit takes. I guess spit take isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. All right. So a lot of people are teasing John about his son, Oscar, changing his last name to Turner. So he gets that a lot in the chat.
Let me just really show me the proof of that, dummy.
What's funny about this? So
what did it say? What did it say?
Super Chat says, your kid changed his name, LOL, good riddance, deadbeat. And John goes, show me the proof of that. Does he really want people looking into this?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, that's the worst response to that possible.
So when Cardiff's going through records and looking up birth certificates, he can be like, no, John told me to do it.
Mm-hmm. Show me the proof of that. All right, yeah, let me get your son on the phone. I'll talk to him about it. That's a good idea. Let's see what John says here.
Really, Peter Strinkle? Success story guzzled away to nothing. Sad, really. Really? Nothing, huh? I don't know. Been succeeding for a very long time. I've had incredible longevity in this Dabbleverse.
What?
You have? You sure?
I mean, not in this Dabbleverse,
Okay.
in my entertainment career.
Right. I like that even in his head, he's like, that didn't sound right. This is my last show and I'm leaving. I've had longevity in this Dabbleverse and I'm leaving for the third time. Wait a second.
You see, like
everything other than the Dabbleverse is what I mean. That's the stuff that I've really killed.
The truth is like trying to get out when he talks. It's like peeking through the haze. He's like, I've been around. That's not now. You've been around. He's like,
Yeah.
Okay, when this what's something modern? Dabbleverse. And then 6 minutes later, oh no, that wasn't right. Okay, I gotta. He knows the past is the past, but he can't be here now.
And the best part is that the super chat he's responding to is Penis Wrinkle saying, a success story guzzled away to nothing. Sad, really. And that's the whole point. Wow. He's like, yeah, oh really? Because you know what? I was a success. Like, yeah, that's the point. the specific point he's making right there.
It's even better than that. He's also visually giving you an example of it. He's like, oh, yeah, to nothing? Well, I have no response. Fuck it.
I don't think John understands why he gets panned so much on the internet.
I'm very passionate about love, peace, and acceptance. It's probably why I get a lot of haters, probably why Pocky hates me so much.
Does that happen to a lot of people who are positive and positive thinkers? They get a lot of hate from people. That's why Pocky hates them so much.
Of course they do. John Melendez, John Lennon, Martin Luther King. Like, the list goes on.
Right, yeah. All these people who spread the idea of love and peace.
And look at him.
Yeah, just endlessly hated. What John, I don't know, is forgetting or maybe not allowing himself to remember is that John was spreading so much hate. We go back and listen to his old podcast. He was going after Anthony viciously. He was going after Artie Lang viciously. Gary Delabate. Anyone he could, Grillo. Anyone he could back then. And then he's like, I guess I'm just too positive. It's because my message is all about love and understanding. That's the issue here.
He's too good for this earth.
Yes. He is. That's why all these people rally against him. Because we're like, I can't be as positive as him. Damn it. Gee, I wonder why this final show of his was such a disaster.
And now let me invite some more people to the Stuttering John podcast. Just going to start sending out the links, and people can come on when they want.
So we're like 2 hours into the show.
Yeah.
And at this point, Clay Dabler didn't show up. John didn't know what to do. And then he had his buddies, Brian Karam and Richard Ojeda, and let them talk their bullshit politics to John.
To each other, really. And John
to each other, yeah. Right. Well, John wasn't even a part of the conversation. And then he goes, all right, well, I guess I'll start sending out some links to people. All right, good. It's smart. Could have thought of that before the show started also. And he was like 45 minutes late to this thing, too. Because it's so much work to put this show together. I love this clip right here. I call this clip 2 Lies and a Lie. You ever play that game, Adam?
Not this one, particularly.
Falsey, 79. You're lonely. You'll be back in a week. Sad. Really? Not me. Got my family. I got my friends. I got 2 girls that I'm dating. I don't know. I'm doing okay.
Why not just like continue on with that? I'm a superhero. I've been invited to the Justice League. Batman and I are hanging out later. Like, if you're just going to start making shit up like that, go for it.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
I got a badge today for cross stitch. I don't know. Is that a badge?
Probably.
I got 2 girlfriends. First off, anyone who's dating 2 girls doesn't bring it up. It's a really bad idea.
They're sisters, Carl.
He's so stupid. He's talking about how, oh my gosh. But that's the tell right there. Oh, I have family. I have friends. I'm dating 2 girls. Like, okay, we're just going over the top with this. That's fine. If you want to do that.
I found a bag full of money today.
You're right. Yes. I found the other side of the rainbow. Mm-hmm. So he starts describing these girlfriends, which is great. Because in John's mind, this is what makes sense for him to be like, oh, how do I brag about these girls that I'm seeing? And this is his first go-to thought.
Actually, I'm gotten very lucky. I found two women that are actually under 120 pounds each in Cape Coral.
Wow. Good job, John.
They're deaf? Or they don't have the internet? Like, what are you doing?
Right, that's what I mean. Like, so he's showing how shallow he is. He's like, yeah, the reason why I picked these girls because, you know, they're to my standards 120 or below. Okay. And then the fact that he's just like, yeah, and by the way, both these girls that I'm fucking have the same similar quality. And like, wait a second, I thought I was dating John. What's he talking about? All right, that's fine. All right. John has lawsuits pending. He's very nervous about this. It's not good. He doesn't have any money to defend himself.
Oh, really, Lights? Rob and his lawyer preparing a lawsuit against you now, Stuttering John. Really? For what? What did I do? Yeah, let's just all just sue. Let's go sue crazy. Ay. I'll just do anti-slaps all over the place. Then I'll sue him for frivolous lawsuits. I got some lawyers that are already offered to help.
He couldn't even say the sentence.
We'll see.
He knows he's lying, so he couldn't even say the sentence. They have already offered to help. Also, I love the fact that we taught him about anti-slap. So now he's just like, I'll just anti-slap everyone. So, well, that's a specific statute in New York State. Doesn't work everywhere. And also, it's very specific to what the person's suing you for.
No, everything is slander and libel. Everything.
Yes, right. And right of publicity. Don't forget that one.
So, we'll see. It'd be fun to take Pocky's house in South Carolina. Be fun to take some of his millions.
So John thinks that this is a deterrent. Well, then I'll sue you for a frivolous lawsuit. John, you brought a frivolous lawsuit to me. Unless you didn't read the statute, the right of publicity statute that you sued us for, you'd have to know that. And so he's like, I got anti-slap, as if that applies or if that's going to scare people away, because he is very afraid of this. And Rob's not going to sue him, but that's just someone fucking with him. And it worked because he's very afraid of these lawsuits that are coming. Which, by the way, when I was on with Alex yesterday, I was talking about Shuli's GoFundMe for the DMCA strike lawsuit. And Alex was just like, well, these people, they want to raise money and blah, blah, blah. It's now up to almost $13,000 that Shuli has raised. SaveTSN.com if you'd like to support that cause.
Is there an end to that goal, or how much are they looking for?
20,000 is what they're looking for. They're
and then we've saved TSN?
And then we've saved TSN.
So I could potentially buy it for 20 grand?
Well, no, you'd be giving it to Shuli still. Shuli would still have it. You'd save it for Shuli to have.
Oh, okay. That's different.
It's not a yard sale.
I wanted to give it to Mike Morris.
Mike Morris deserves it. That is true. By the way, my lawsuit was filed officially yesterday. So the countdown is on. At any time now, we can hear the ruling on it from the judge. But 60 days maximum until we hear what's going to happen. And there were no other filings. So, John had these amazing pieces of evidence he was going to submit, and he couldn't wait to bring those to the court. This smoking gun, this Kate Meany text that he was talking about. Unfortunately, none of that will be considered, John. You done fucked up, because whatever you have submitted is all that will be submitted in this lawsuit. We'll see where the judge rules and what they come down with. Should be interesting.
So you're playing dirty, huh, shitwaya?
It should be interesting. All right. This is just more evidence that John is delusional.
Gaslighting douchebag. Thanks for the $5. Duke, thank you for showing us you don't have to be the best at something to think you are. Skull, well, I've done pretty well for myself.
Hold on a second. First off, you haven't. You've quit podcasting, not on your own terms, but because of the shitwire. He's come out and said that many times. So that's not a positive thing. And secondly, why not just say, I never said I was the best at podcasting. Instead, he can't even think that way.
No.
It
Also,
never occurred
third,
to him.
it looks like you're crying, John. It really looks like you're holding back
He's
tears.
so defeated on this episode. It's so pathetic.
He's so bad at this. I'm so glad you compiled this, because he is particularly not equipped to handle the thing he does for money. He is the worst at it. Like everything he does, he can't take this. Other people really, they just don't give a shit. He is not that type.
Everything bothers him. It reminds me of Aaron Imholt when he begs for money. It's torture for him. It's his least favorite thing to do in the world, and that's the way he makes money. It's like, why would you set yourself up with something like that? It's terrible.
We listened to Opie yesterday give this mean-spirited, you're a lonely loser crying in his soup waiting tables with no family lyric that Opie read to Ron. Ron's response was, that didn't rhyme very well. And Opie said, you don't have to get mean. And he meant it. He meant it.
I know. He's like, I was just joking, but you're just being a douchebag over there. This is a good point, and I have to agree with the person who super chatted this.
Staggering Jason Maldonado. Stand up equals clearly big step down in income from YouTube. Sad. Not really. It's really not that bad.
He has one date on the calendar right now. I guess it's 2 days, June 6th and 7th or whatever it is. That's it. He can't be making any money doing stand-up. He's got that one convention out in LA, and then he's got 2 dates in Florida. A weekend in Florida. So.
Well, luckily he has 6 pensions.
Well, right. I love that he's just like, oh, so, obviously I can make just as much money doing stand-up as I do reading people insulting me. No, I don't think that's the case. This is pretty funny. John claims something here, and Adam, this is perfect for us because we've been going back and watching when John was on Stephanie Miller and what was going on when he was on Stephanie Miller's show in her house, what they were doing because he was there.
Bo Beats Black Sheep. Granny is teased for his odor. Any helpful tips? I don't have an odor. I smell wonderfully. In fact, I never got a complaint ever.
Never got a complaint ever. They literally hung air fresheners over his head where he sat at Stephanie Miller's show, and they brought it up on multiple episodes. Guests would come in, they'd be like, yeah, that's why we have the air fresheners over his head.
The hair, makeup, and wardrobe team from the television program Wings would not touch him until he left and got his feet cleaned. They wouldn't. The smell was so foul, they wouldn't let him take his shoes off in the studio because it was a health hazard. He describes himself as a something Puerto Rican with a stutter.
OCD ridden Puerto Rican, the stutter and smelly
feet. Right. So that's his nickname.
Yeah. So they're like, Granny stinks. Do you have any advice for him? He's like, I don't stink. I don't know anything about that. What he should say is, I don't care about remedying that situation. So don't ask me what to do. I just thought that was so funny. He's never got a complaint. Does he think that's true? Because I've seen it happen on shows. So, all right. Back-to-back super chats. Fuck John up. He pretends, to your point, Adam, this is the worst thing he could do for a living. Because he tries to let things roll off his back, and he acts like he doesn't care. But then he comes back to it later because you can tell it's festering. This is a great example of that.
Listen, I don't listen to any of these people.
Let me read what that said, since he's not going to read it. It says, Rob played the tapes on his show, So Funny, You Clown. And that is true. Rob played the Kate Meany phone call, one of the Kate Meany phone calls on his show.
Listen, I don't listen to any of these people.
Yep, okay.
Loose cunt. Duke, will you be sending us updates from rehab? No. Although Rob called me from his rehab. It's true. It's true. Out of respect, I never played the tapes. But that's because, I have this certain thing that is missing in this shithole. And that is called integrity.
Okay, sometimes he's funny. Did you notice what happened there, Adam? Rob's playing the tapes. He's like, I don't listen to that. I don't give a shit about that. And then it's like, you gonna go to rehab? Let us know how that goes. Did go to rehab is that fucking asshole Rob.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else? I have voicemails from him, and I could play them. And he acts like he's doing us Rob a favor. Do you think that these voicemails are embarrassing for Rob. He's admitted he went to rehab. Could you imagine, is Rob saying that his son is mentally ill, his ex-wife is a cunt? Is he talking about scoring coke for his nephew's wedding or wanted to fuck John? Like, what would be on these tapes would be so embarrassing compared to John's conversation with Kate Meany?
I think I said this on the first episode we ever did together, and it's still true now. He is existing so much lower than we even understand. Like the whole Rodney's thing was just, how am I going to get through that? He didn't know how he could do it. And when that came up and it meant he could be drunk through it, and he didn't have to be counted on to do anything. Just stand there and read. Doesn't matter. He's like, that'll get me through that experience. All of this stuff. I remember when I did my interview with him, he just kept threatening the whole time. I'm going to release your DMs. I kept telling him to do it. I kept telling him he'd already done it. He wasn't listening because he knew from the beginning, whatever happens here, I'm going to release Adam's DMs the next day because that's all I have. All I have is to just get through that by talking about this, ignoring what they're saying, and then tomorrow will be another day and I can move on. That's all he's doing. Just getting through it is enough for him. Winning is so far in the past.
You're right. That's a good point. I also think that there's something to the fact that because John embarrasses himself with everything that he does, he assumes everyone else is also embarrassed by everything they do. So this idea that your message to John asking if you can come on his show, and I think I've seen these DMs because John did release them. Something about like, hey man, I'm super grateful for you. I got on the Howard Stern show because of you. You're looking to pull a band together with the Losers or Horn Section, and I got to meet Howard.
Even that was too much, but yeah, it was like, fine, go ahead, release it. He'd already done it. He didn't care. I was like, this is not going to be a reveal. Everyone has read them. He did it anyway. He doesn't know what else to do.
1,700 people watching right now live. Thank you for being here on a special edition of Who Are These Podcasts. This little piggy will be back at some point, but we had some extra John stuff to go through, so we thought we'd hop on and do that. If you want to support us, supertip.gg/WATP. Bubble Popper 24, my man, Bubble Popper. This super tip thing working yet? Yes, we're back. Moody actually called me yesterday. It was very sweet of him. It's not an easy thing to make a phone call from New Zealand, I would imagine, but he called me to make sure we got this thing working again, which was very nice. All right, we got an image tip coming in, which you can always do. Oh no, what did I do? I broke everything. I know exactly what I did. I broke everything. All right, let me get this guy off the screen. Patrick Melton with $5. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Matrick Pelton. What the fuck is this saying? He's like, what did I say wrong? Oh, so he's sending in the super tips that weren't allowed in the system. It says, Becky Monster, you guys work too hard. Why don't you go lounge by the pool, have a margarita, live a little. Life isn't just about Johns that stutter or Chrissies that don't apologize. And it says, this message contains hate speech. Oh, that is weird. Thank you for flagging that. I will bring that up with the powers that be and see why that was not allowed. That's annoying that it's like difficult for people to give us money and say funny things.
Is Chrissy officially hate speech?
Maybe.
Okay.
Filthy Analyst. I just found out John is dating my sister too. Jesus. Can you believe it?
It looks so cool.
John's got all the girls. It's so annoying. I hate it. Ricky Babb coming in.
How then do you compare me to that queef Aaron? I never drank the milk of the dick of the man, of the boyfriend of the wife. That's a fact, Jack.
That we know of. That's true. Dame Taft movie show coming in. Carl, if John wins the case, you can live with me, but not your cats. See, that's the difference between you and John. John would have welcomed the cats. Unlike you, Dame Taft.
You take John, I'll take the cats. We'll just get this thing over with.
Sounds good. Michael C., you see, this is a we just do it kind of show. Alex Stein is a trash person. Do better, Carl. I thought Alex was really good. Adam's nodding his head. Yes,
I'm a fan of Stein, but he was just, that guy's a great guy. I love that guy. Oh, Mussolini's the best. I love that guy. Come on, run it. was just everybody was great. Whatever you said, he's just like, I think I'm just gonna say the opposite, and I'll see how this ends.
He said he's voting for AOC. The guy's out of control. He's out of control.
What did Aaron order? I gotta know.
I know. What did he order? I'll text him. You kids better behave, or I'll book you on the LI Comedy Reunion cruise. No shit. Could you imagine? 7 days. Evans Gate.
18 magic shows in 3 days.
I can't take it anymore. You know, some people throw their wives off of cruises. I'm throwing myself off of that boat.
I'm throwing the magician off.
Shark-infested waters sounds great. Evans Gate, do you think $2 Dan regrets destroying his credibility? I would imagine. It's not a great thing to do. Bachman Turner, Oscar Drive with a buck. Evans Gate, how come Adam can shed his LI accent, but SJ can't?
I took classes, and it is a personality thing. He doesn't take in his surroundings. He's not, he's not becoming a part of the community where he is. And there's a part of me that wishes I kept my Long Island accent because I kind of like it.
I was going to say, it sounds like you wanted to get rid of your Long Island accent.
I did back then when I was younger. I had to because it was like a thing. But now I wished I hadn't been so effective at it. You just tell them that the A, it's like the A in apple. That's what we get wrong. You tell somebody to say A, and then you go say apple. Apple. That's it. I can't. I would say I can't.
Yeah, see, my accent is one of the things with my accent is I have the A. It's like so it's like candy.
Yeah. So you say apple.
Apple.
No, apple.
Apple.
Now put that A in there.
Capple.
Close.
Candy.
Now let's put it to song.
All right. Sandman, are you going to go over Aaron's probation violation? Yes, I am going to go over that. Thank you. And thank you to So Thorough Joe Burrow for capturing that. I'm going to play it on the show in a little bit because fuck Aaron. Fuck him in his ass. Milk 62 soup can. They drew first blood. It's over, Johnny. Nothing is over. You can't just turn it off. Zach Hoffman. He's one step above a homeless man, Alex Stein. Yeah,
that was funny.
He's right. Cyllin McMullen. Reach out to Michael Popak. Get some dirt on Stuttering John. I don't think Popak's that kind of guy.
No, he's I can't hear you. It's cutting out kind of guy.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a Wi-Fi's shady right here. Nick in Fort Wayne. Adam is a hammy actor. MLC is live. Bye. Bye. Chicken Boy. Carl, sweetie. Rate Adam's mustache from Juan to Noin. Okay, I'm going to give it a 2. A duh.
I didn't know we were going to be mean about it.
The worst. Hey, our buddy Brian Johnson is here. Good to see you. Tell him Steve Dave.
How about going on the LI comedy cruise as a creep-off consequence? Setter than Ken of all.
It's not a bad idea, actually. That would be a real consequence. So I'm not mad at that idea. Thanks, Brian. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's get back into this. So John gets up, and he gets up for a long time. He leaves for 7 minutes. In the middle, like 2 hours into the show, he just gets up and decides he's got better stuff to do.
I'm going to go and get some green tea, if that's okay with ye.
Okay. Getting green tea should not take very long, but 7 minutes later.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. Had to get some green tea. Keep my shit going here on this epic 5-hour show. As I continue to broadcast, I've been on for 2 hours. Still proving why I'm the Duke.
Well, yeah. When you just get up and leave for 7 minutes, you can't brag about how long you've been broadcasting for.
Do you remember when he took off the cap of that water bottle with his teeth?
Yeah.
Do you think he's got like that tea kettle? And he's like, he's trying to like with one arm and it's all hot and boiling. And
that I want to see. If John would just set up cameras throughout his house, he'd have tens of thousands of viewers at all times.
Take my money right now.
Exactly. Yeah, put it behind the paywall. Make it pay-per-view. I'll sign up for that. Be amazing. Well, you heard him say right there, he's doing this long show, 5 hours turned out to be over 6 hours, and he's proving that that he's the Duke.
Still proving why I'm the Duke. I don't know where Dan is. I don't know where Ava is. Ava's on the way. All right. Dirty Deeds can't make it. Let's see.
You could have done this. You were gone for 7 minutes, John. Now you're sitting down and doing this?
You know, I'm just trying to get everybody in.
Unironically, he is proving why he's the Duke.
He just did. It was beautiful. With the burp and then the I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
He's such a dipshit. Like,
Breathing
just
with his
change the word
mouth
Duke
open.
for dipshit. He's the dipshit of the Dabbleverse. And that's a perfect example of it. He gets up, leaves, comes back, brags about how amazing he is at broadcasting, and then starts booking guests. I guess I should probably start messaging people and telling them to come on the show. Guess you know how hard I work over here? I have to text people during the show.
He was really starting to get that, like, why does this shit happen to me kind of feeling when it was entirely him. You just sent it out halfway through your show and you're already disappointed in all of the friends that let you down.
Yeah. Where's Dan? Where's Ava? Ditka can't make it. This is a disaster, guys. We're going to have Ditka my final show. Could you believe it?
And as he's feeling abandoned, he'd never believed that Ditka was sitting at home going, well, he's halfway through the show. I haven't gotten the link. I guess I'll go get dinner.
Yeah, right. Never mind then.
Yep.
Well, I should be honest with you because John, while he was gone for 7 minutes, there was a lot of dead air. He did entertain us a little bit while he was gone. He's written a new song. It's an old song. It's an old parody, but he has new lyrics to it because, as you know, there was this Rodney's gig that Kevin Brennan, Bob Levy, and Chad Zumach all performed at. And John's got an update for his catchy tune.
It's only a paper room. It's Pinky Barbara and maybe Fatso. A bunch of talentless goons. It won't be funny. They'll make no dough.
He's such a musical talent, but also a comedic talent at the same time. It's unusual. You know, you think of Adam Sandler. It's unusual to be so good at both things. Why does it take him so long to come up with lyrics?
Everything is slowed down to a crawl. And what is he doing out there? It's not legal substances. It's the only reason you get up and leave for that long. Unless you're incontinent.
And you hear him take a leak. So it's not like he's just on the shitter the whole time. But it sounded like he was making that up as he went along, right? It took him so long to figure out what the lyrics would be. They didn't fit in the right syllables, didn't rhyme. But Adam, I think he actually wrote that ahead of time because he came back in his chair and sang it again.
It's only a paper room.
Stumbled on this last time too.
With Pinky and other hacks.
Oh, nope, changed it.
A bunch of talentless goons. People gonna watch their money back. Let's go.
Well, good job, John. That's good stuff.
You see, Shitway? You see what this says, Shitway?
He's gonna talk tough
Lady
while
K?
sipping
I
tea.
can't even lift it, but NYU grad. You see that?
The only way you can have a mug that says NYU grad is if you graduated from NYU. So there's proof right there.
He's trying to talk tough to Shuli while sipping green tea in a cast.
Yeah. This is the guy who says that I drink effeminately. John's musical abilities never cease to amaze me, and I love to point them out. You know, of course, we know the chord heard around the world. We've heard John try to come up with parody songs on the fly. My favorite, though, is when John's just trying to fill airtime. He's good. I think living with him would be a treat, don't you?
Oh my God.
You know he's trying to entertain you at all times. Carl, you home? Yes, John, I'm home. That's enough. Thanks.
Or are you lonesome tonight?
Yeah, right. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me, you asshole. John is upset with his producer, Ditka. Now, Ditka doesn't probably know that he's his producer, but he is, because as soon as you start to talk to John, he puts you right to work, and then he calls you out live on the stream.
By the way, Dick, I sent Jim Grindle the link, so I don't want to hear it. All right? He's still not here. And I got a potpourri of people coming on. So, you know.
Yeah, I know. This is one of the things that John does that I don't see a lot of people do, where they just have a conversation with one person while live on their show, also bragging on those people who are watching them. And then he just like starts yelling at Ditka, who does nothing but help this guy out. I don't want to fucking hear it, Ditka. I sent him the link and he's not here. So stop telling me what to do.
I said do it before the show, John.
Right? Yeah. I said confirm with him that he's available and check the time that he'll be able to come on.
Oh, and you've never gotten anything wrong before, Carl.
Yeah, exactly. You can't win with this fucking guy. Well, there's one thing that I know for sure, and that is that I have fucked up.
Yeah. Peanut butter, my man. Lady K is most certainly angry. Lady K has had to put all his eggs into the John basket. Every show except a few portions of one is Duke focused. No more bread and butter. All these guys fucked it up for themselves.
We did. That's all we do is talk about John on this channel. It's very disappointing. There'll never be anyone else to ever talk about. I really did fuck this up big time.
We all know the U.S. Postal Service is basically every year they're closed.
That's Jeremy Hambley, the quartering, who does 2 live streams every single day. And he's a real treat. I don't know if you've ever checked out his content before, Adam.
No, not unless somebody's covering it.
So this is an example of Jeremy. He reads an ad read and then gets in an argument with some guy in the chat about what the product is that he just promoted.
Me, it's the only place I own any crypto. So it's been a great tool for me.
The Rumble wallet is what he's promoting here.
No, don't. That sounds terrible.
No, this is great.
And people do tip me using their Rumble wallets, which is great. It's an awesome tool. So check it out. How dare you opine, sir? You're right. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Me so sorry. Definitely thinking about getting it. Well, it's free. So you can always, set it up. And if you never use it, okay, whatever. But, this is a no opining zone. My apologies. My apologies.
A lot of John tendencies here.
I don't think it's a cloud wallet, is it?
So people are asking about this product he just promoted, and he's like, I don't know. Just follow
Yard work, 'tis the season. Yeah, I did most of my yard work yesterday. I actually mowed the walking trail last night at like 8 o'clock. 7, 8 o'clock. It started to get dark, and thankfully I have headlights on it.
Mm-hmm. Just having a conversation with this one guy, or what are we doing?
Have I covered Trump in Beijing yet? I didn't see. Okay, it's not technically a hardware wallet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about I don't know much about crypto. But the only crypto I have is in my Rumble wallet.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm sure.
Wow.
Good stuff, Jeremy.
You know what? I'm getting tired of you. Sorry, bud.
Oh boy, now we have some bad people.
I sorry. Okay.
This is insane. Like, why are you having a conversation with one person back and forth, and then when they start being mean to you, you're like, well, then I'll have to ban you from my chat now. It's kind of stupid.
He's a host for millions of people, correct?
Oh,
I mean, I know it's taking a downturn, but
his streams get 40,000 views, 45,000 views. I mean, he has 2 million subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
This is a thing he just does on Rumble. He does his live streams.
How did he and John get to that point where there's no audience at all? I don't even feel the need to clue them in on what we're talking about.
I mean, imagine just sitting here and staring at the screen. Just reading. Oh, yeah, good point, Painkiller. Aaron Ibble does the same thing. It's so fucking crazy. You just sit there and stare at shit.
And, even recently, if you don't give good crypto advice, not only are you like a danger, but it can be illegal. Like, that's the one topic maybe right now you don't want to be so flippant about. You want to maybe know what you're doing. Because, by the way, you even just announcing that you keep all your crypto in that one wallet is not a smart thing to do, and shows that you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're like, why don't you take all of your investments, put them into this one thing where we can promise you the professionalism, security, and peak performance of Rumble.
I was just thinking the same thing. Rumble has all of these different products that they have their people pitch, and they all have the word Rumble attached to them. It seems like a terrible idea. Rumble's not a good product. Everyone bitches about Rumble. Everyone hates Rumble. I had to move over to Rumble for a little bit when we got our Whitney Cummings 7-day strike. I used Rumble recently for our Patreon subscribers. Nothing but complaints about this. Everyone fucking hates it.
The internet's plan B.
Right. It's the worst thing. And they're like, hey, do you want Rumble money? No. I'd like to have like money.
Do you need a defibrillator?
Yeah, right. Do you want some medical equipment?
No.
Not Rumble brand medical equipment. No, thank you. All right, before we move on to Aaron, because I do have some interesting things that happened to him this morning, you have one more clip on here from Clay Day.
Even before we get to Clay Day really fast, can I just point out that in John's song that he wrote ahead of time right there, because it's my favorite thing he does, like Met a Guy in the Village, he was selling socks for free. Like, you can't write that. Yes. And it was Joey Ray, I think, in the chat there that just pointed out that in that last song, it was a papered room and everybody wants their money back.
Yeah, holy shit, how did I not put that together? It starts with papered room, then they want refunds.
It's amazing.
That's funny. All right, yeah, the Clay Dabbler was on John's show.
In the interest of just bringing something positive here in the John segment, I appreciated Clay's response here.
I plug whatever.
Man. No plugs, Johnny boy. You can follow me on X, Clay Dabbler, or you can sub to my YouTube channel, and you might see a Clay model now and then.
This is for Clay Dabbler. This is Adam Busch 28. There you go.
Oh, thanks, Adam. I won't. Wherever will I spend it? But I appreciate you, Adam. Warren Moore. Love you, Johnny boy. It was great to catch up.
Wait, so you like Adam Busch? Ugh.
Well, Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I like him. Again, he's another guy. He's nice to me.
He's the asshole that I helped out, and he fucking stabs me in the back. He begs me to come on my show. I am on my show, and then he fucking stabs me every chance he gets.
Used you as a stepping stone, John, like a lot of them do.
Like they all do.
Stepping stone to what they feel like is the, I don't know, the cool kids, as we'd say.
I know. All right, my man.
Not in my book. Loved it, Johnny. I'll
see you.
More than likely see you on your last show.
Yes.
Great catching up with you, brother.
I hope you come on.
Always a pleasure.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I really am telling the truth. Clay was great.
What a weird thing to say. By the way, I'm not even bullshitting. The guy had a pretty good appearance just now. Is there anything else on that clip, or is that?
No, that's all.
Okay, that's hilarious.
It was a nice moment. I don't care what it was about, where he was pressed and Clay held his own and didn't get bullied into saying something he didn't mean. And I thought that was a well-handled moment. Thank you, Clay.
But he also did the "wherever will I spend it" that he learned from,
which is justified. It was $1.99 for a reason.
$1.99, yep. And he's not going to see a penny of that.
Nope, that's why.
So that doesn't matter either. But very fun. And I was messaging with you last night. I ended up in a chat. I know that you enjoy doing this. Other people enjoy doing this as well, where you find these people who are live with 4 viewers and you just start chatting away.
Yeah.
And you could just change what they're doing.
You become the executive producer of their show.
I did. I became a mod immediately. They clicked on my thing, saw I had 38,000 subscribers, went, "Oh, wow, Carl, hey, I'm going to subscribe to your show. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you." So next thing I know, they're making AI songs about me. They're playing AI songs. It's wild. And then they kicked me out. I was a mod, and then I was unmodded, and then I was banned, and then they brought me back. I don't know where I stand now because I had to leave.
What did you do?
I
kicked out.
I was having fun with them. You know, I didn't think I was doing anything over the top, but I point out people's flaws from time to time. One of the guys wasn't centered. You know, Shuley gets a lot of shit for this too, but one of the guys was not centered on his camera.
Wow, was he looking off to the side?
No, thank God. Could you imagine?
I can't.
What kind of loser would do that? I got some errand stuff for you. Bubble Popper, who has been the executive producer of This Little Piggy for a long time now and helps me out with clips for Devilverse Live and a lot of things, comes in and says, "Come on, Carl. Tell us the real reason for the one-sided Lemmy Venom. There has to be more to that. Hi, Adam. Still a big fan. Fuck Toe." So if you didn't see it, Little Lemmy, whenever I'm on Hughesy's show, yes, just hates me. And I don't ever mix it up with her. I don't ever say anything about her. She just does not like me. So I made a joke when I was on Hughesy's show on Monday because they were talking about this YouTube handle that was very rude towards Chrissy Mayer. And I made the joke, and I'm like, yeah, and you know who has that YouTube handle is Mersh. And Lemmy's just like, "Fuck you, Carl. Why would you say that?" I was like, "Well, it was a joke. I don't know who the fuck it is. It's not Mersh." She's like, "Oh, okay." It's like, "Oh, what's your problem with me?" She goes, "I just don't like your face." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I mean, okay. At least
you're honest. I mean, immediately, I was just like, "Yeah, okay, I get it."
Which is a valid reason. That's fair.
That's fine.
It's probably more about Mersh than it is about you. Certain people can only be pleased by hating other people.
Well, the first time I ever got shit with Lemmy, it was on Twitter like a year or two ago. And it's because there was this Chad Zumach comedy show that ended up getting canceled, or he didn't do it. And he claims it's because John called the cops. Still doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. And so they went to another venue instead, and Lemmy was there and a couple other people. And so I was watching with Trucker Andy on my show, Chad from this other venue, and he's like, "He's at the comedy club." He said he got canceled. He couldn't go. And there he is at the comedy club. And I go, "Well, actually, no, that's not the comedy club." They ended up going to this other place, and I explained that. And Lemmy goes on Twitter and goes, "Oh, I would think a big show like one of these podcasts would have the facts right. We were not at the comedy club. We were at this other place." And I responded. I don't know how to respond on Twitter, but I was just like, "Yeah, no, I corrected Andy immediately." So I don't know what the problem is. She's like, "Yeah, we got other stuff wrong too." I was like, okay.
Oh, I want to find out. There's something there. I want to find out what the reason is.
There's something she's mad at me about, for sure.
I'll find out.
I don't know what it is. All right. I don't really care, but you can
I do, though. I want to know.
Laziest man on Mars.
What are you talking about, Carl? Rumble is great. The ads are super legit. Did you know that apple cider vinegar is the cure for autism, flat feet ennui, and will make my WA kids straight?
I did not know that. It can't hurt, you know? That's the thing about apple cider vinegar. It's not going to hurt you. Goldfolds, have you talked about Crimax and the wagon he fell off of? I have not. Now, I know that Karmic is off of YouTube. He's on Rumble now, and Aaron's competing with him. He's battling him right now because Aaron claims that he just needs an easy victory. You know, now that he's beaten me and this little piggy, now he just wants like a chump to beat on for a minute. So that's like his karmic thing that he's doing.
Every time I tune in to Aaron for a little bit in the morning when I get sick of Opie, that's the only thing he's saying. I click on it and he's like, and why we have yet another victory. We just keep bringing in the W's. He's just defeated you and the war is over and he's won. And I just want to know what the criteria is for victory. How does he know? How did he find out? Who told him? And what made that happen? Why has he won? Is it about money or goals or viewers or arrest records? What are we judging by so I can, work at it?
I talked to Alex Stein about this yesterday.
Okay.
And the way that Aaron operates is if we're doing a show about him, it's because he's bigger and better than us. So we need to use him to get eyeballs. So when this little piggy was going on a weekly basis, he was winning because he's box office. They have to talk about me to make money. I'm the only thing that makes them any money. Then when we stop talking about him, he wins again because now he's defeated us because we haven't done this little piggy since Hackmania. And therefore he beat us and we're lost.
No, Carl, that you messed it up because that doesn't make sense. It would mean if we weren't doing a show about him that he wasn't as big as he once was. That's
nobody cares about him and no one gives a shit.
Right.
That would make more sense, right? Based on the original premise.
The way you're saying it, it's set up so that he can only win.
This is what I was telling Alex about. And Alex goes, yeah, of course, this guy's a buffoon. And that's all he does is just claim everything's a victory for him. Which turns into zero credibility, and you lose your audience over time when you behave in that manner. But what do I know? I'm just a loser. Elva Shane, thoughts on Aaron showing video of Kayla today, only for a second or two, but could be trouble for the toe. Yes, we're going to show that in just a moment. I can't wait to show that. I have reasons why it brings me great joy and glee that happened to Aaron today.
But before we move off from Karmic, for anyone who doesn't know, watching him now is like Stuttering John, but like on speed. It's like a younger version going through exactly all of the same things. And it really is amazing because he got kicked off of YouTube because he is incredibly violent and violently sexual. Like every episode is just filled with this. So it got taken down and he started with my enemies did this to me. They drew first blood and did this whole speech about peace and love and being a new guy and had no even realization that it was the same guy who 30 seconds later was looking to fuck him where he shits and rape his eyes. You're like, dude, that is crazy. And he was making fun of all the people that I guess Shuli's just one of these people that if you like Shuli, then he thinks you're cool. Well, I have more respect and more morals and more values than that. And 30 seconds later, he was crying going, because the truth is, I don't care if you believe in me. If you donate to me, then you're a good person. That's all that matters.
There you go. Yeah, he really is a dumb guy, which is very funny. And I like that. I want to get more into Karmic. I like that people like you, and I know Casey Day, it says the same thing. I've heard him on with Blind Mike saying, you got to understand, Karmic is Stuttering John. He's fascinating. You got to watch him. And I want to. I'm not giving up on that. I want to revisit him. The thing about Karmic that is not Stuttering John is that Karmic's never been successful at anything. He's just one of these weird inbred rural Minnesota yokels that there's too many of in this Dabbleverse, it seems like.
That's why it works, because it's so the opposite of having done or learned anything. He's never seen snow. Like he's never felt the sand in the ocean, but he thinks he's a marine biologist. He's like going to tell you how the ocean works. He's never been in it.
When he was telling us about Jersey Mike's or Chipotle, whatever the fuck restaurant he went to for the very first time because he went to the big city to meet up with his girlfriend, That was insane. It's like you order your food and then they give you the food that you just ordered. You can just eat it right there in the restaurant. Like, yeah.
He calls it seeing more of America.
Yeah.
Going to Chipotle. It's the first time he's been encountered with people that don't look like him in his 40s, and he doesn't like it.
English Matt, 2 pounds. I miss West Coast John simpler times, I know. He fucked up going to Florida. Gary Rexwork says, STDJ would be fun as a bottle rocket. Shoom. Ozone with $10. Shuey's refusal to discuss Menser due to litigation sounded very convenient. Are you concerned you're going to get the Chrissy Mayer treatment by doing shows with a channel striker? I'm not concerned about the Chrissy Mayer treatment because I've addressed it. I will address it every time. I think it's a bad look. I didn't know that Shuey was responsible for deleting Mentormath's channel. If that's true, that's what Mentormath says. He says he's gotten strikes, 3 strikes from the Shuey network, which got his channel deleted and then kicked off YouTube. And I loved Mentormath. We used to play those clips on here. He would have just all of the insults like we did today. John just reading through all of the insulting super chats, and it was great. So I don't know what Shuey did specifically, but I am against striking. I'm always against striking. There is a time and a place where somebody is stealing your content, and if you can't reason with them, you can't communicate with them, they won't go along with it, and you have to strike them. I suppose I haven't done it, but striking someone to get their channel removed, if that's what happened, is bullshit. Dave D. Doors, since when is taking a 7-minute dump called making green tea? Yeah, he's dropping kids off at the pool.
It is when the quartering does it. What was that? He's like, I'm sorry. Where did that come from?
I know that. He's edgy, that one. Watch out.
So Rob Saul ran in there.
Mike62 Soup Can. Johnny's GoFundMe hasn't moved in a month. Yeah. It's too bad. It's really too bad. Hopefully Susser is getting paid. Evans Gate. Is TS Reunion the most cringeworthy ding he's done?
It's one of the best. It's definitely one of the good ones. That and the DC trip are pretty great.
Yeah, I agree. James R. Listening and not watching. Is that Vinny talking? 'Twas not. Evans Gate. Picking on mental ill is shooting fish in a barrel. Sometimes. Evans Gate. Which philosophers would Adam Busch recommend?
Marcus Aurelius and Charles Bukowski.
Goldfolds. Fellas, he, Crimex, left Fuddle and did a booze-drenched drinking from the bottle 6-hour stream last night. He's a mess and back in his tin-roofed shed in Minnesota. I didn't know that. Thank you, Goldfolds. I'm not up to date on this stuff.
That's great. If he's back in the shed, that means he can smoke, and we don't have
10-minute
breaks every 5 minutes.
Nice. All right. Well, that's good news. And I'm sorry that him and Fuddle broke up. Or he left Fuddle.
Were they ever really together?
I don't know. It's such a weird relationship. JJ Thrash, love WATP Adam, but you guys really need to distance yourselves from Shuley/TSN.
Well, how would we do that?
Well, I do Point Dabble Point every Monday with Shuley. He and I co-host that show.
I guess that is something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would have Chrissy on if she wanted to talk about this. I would have anyone on, and I would encourage everyone to do everyone's shows. And I don't think necessarily having Quad on this show or doing his show is an endorsement of all of his beliefs or Chrissy's beliefs. Doing people's shows, I think, is okay. Maybe even doing shows together, I don't know. But we speak out about the behavior that we don't like and the things that we don't believe in. And those opinions can change over time.
Yes.
You can grow to, you can like that thing they did and not like that thing they did.
I agree. Goldfold says he's on Rumble and Twitter. All right. I will check that out. Does he leave his shows up, or is he one of these guys who takes them down immediately?
They're on Rumble.
They're up on Rumble. If he did a 6-hour stream last night and was crying, then I gotta check that out.
I mean, he cries every stream.
That's
but the
true,
alcohol's
I
interesting.
know.
And
Yeah.
all the pictures on Rumble now just look like this, like rabbit caught in a flashlight. He's just like scared, like you popped open a hole and he was in there. Very weird. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, poor Karmic. Even though he said horrific things about me, I don't dislike the guy. I root for him. All right, let's get into Aaron finding out that Alex Stein was coming on my show last night.
going on Carl's show later today. Does Carl have a show today? I thought he had a show yesterday. I saw Kevin was playing his show yesterday. What grift does he do today?
Unbelievable. The fact that this asshole can call when I do a grift is insane. I don't have a flashing light. I don't play a racist song and beg for money from people and throw a fit when they're not throwing money at me. And I hate the word grift. I'm always saying, if people want to give money to people, great. It's not a grift. People are working. They're putting on a show. They're doing stuff. But for Aaron to use that word is insane.
He wanted to he announced he's volunteering for an anti-sexual crimes group that he's going to do work with without any awareness that he is in fact a convicted sexual predator.
Yes, right.
They're not going to have you, Aaron. I know you might not think of yourself as that, and that's great. You shouldn't, but illegally we are required to. So that's going to come up. And the fact that you beg all day, every day makes this sound ridiculous.
He has no awareness. He's so delusional. The fact that he goes, Carl's doing another show. He just did a show yesterday. Aaron does 2 shows a day begging for money. He literally spends 8 hours a day on the internet in front of a screen asking for money and watching a news clip. I know it's very important stuff that he does, but begging for money, getting into internet drama. He's all in on internet drama now. It's amazing. When the internet drama was about how bad he is at podcasting and how pathetic he is when he begs, he was above it all. I don't do drama, guys. I'm not a drama show. But then as soon as it was on the Quartering and Chrissy, every fucking episode, every title is the Quartering, Chrissy, drama. He fucking loves it.
Either way, I don't think Alex dislikes Carl, does he? No, why wouldn't he go on his show? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not one of these gay Dabbleverse guys. If you don't like someone, or if you like someone and that person doesn't like me, you see, I'm not a gay guy or a chick. So
Jesus Christ. Everything with this fucking guy. Sorry, I had to find my side. It's been a minute. If you go on a show with a guy that you don't like, I think that's not gay.
Oh, I don't give a shit if you go on their show. I never had a problem with Carl. I mean, imagine, this is like me with the Quartering and the money thing in Stephen 52 MS. Carl lost the fight that he picked. Carl and I were fine. He used to call me and say, Melton's a hack. Melton does a shitty show. This guy's terrible. What's his...
Those were the exact conversations.
Anyway, enough about me. How you doing, Aaron?
Aaron, you got a minute? I just want to tell you, Melton's a hack. He does a shitty show. What an idiot.
Fucking deal with you. You never said anything. And then the money started to go down and he went, oh, my audience is yelling at me. Carl has so low self-confidence that his audience went, we don't like Aaron, Carl. Aaron's bad. Why don't you turn on him? And Carl's...
So Aaron claims that the only reason why I started doing a show about him was because the audience told me to, and I have low self-confidence and my money was going down. And he said this many times. Thoughts? I'm sorry.
That's not a win for the toe if the audience demands that you hate this guy. That means they all...
Everyone's like, Aaron sucks, Carl. Why do you like it? I'm like, I don't know, man. I thought he was okay. I apologize.
Aaron thinks he looks good in that scenario.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. The reason why I started making fun of Aaron was because he was telling us how everything was fine with him in April, and April's going to come back, and it's all good. And Patrick Melton was on going, oh, April's gone. She left his ass. It's over, and was speculating on drug use and everything else. And I was going, no, Aaron's just fucking doing a thing. She's going to be right back on the show. And then Aaron comes out and goes, all right, April's gone. She left me. And slowly leaked all of this information about all this shit that he was lying about for months. I went, oh, fuck this asshole. He has no credibility. And I've said this many times. Like, the reason why I thought Aaron did a decent show, I know the begging stuff was over the top. I thought he did a decent show. I would tune in from time to time with him in April. And when he lost all credibility with his audience and with me, when he was just lying to our faces. Do you remember when he had the, do not say April's on cocaine. I will not tolerate that. That will not be said on this show. It's just like, well, is it because April's on a lot of cocaine? Is that why you're upset about this?
For a long time. This was protracted and so much fun to watch because you're like, when somebody's telling you you're not seeing what you're seeing, it's fascinating. And then to be validated. What I'm confused about is that, so when you were presented with the facts and you went, oh shit, I got to change my mind about this. I was wrong. That's when you fucked up.
Right.
Carl, that's when you.
Yeah. That was my fault. My bad. Because I had confidence in him that he was telling me the truth, and I was sticking up for him.
Right,
and then
sure.
he made
Not
me
the
look
right
like an
move.
idiot.
And then when you changed your mind is when you became an asshole.
I guess.
Not
according to
good
Aaron.
job. I've been wrong about people before. I think the content house, for me, just playing a gig is never a bad thing. I'm just always like that. Do a gig. 80 people at Rodney's, 80 people, just do the gig. I'm always for it. So that's my sensitive thing. I defend it. The other shit, I was like, no, I feel differently about that. So I will say, I feel differently about that. So hearing all these people say, how can you be okay with a gig and not okay, or all of that? It's not the same thing. And we all have our points of views, morals, and standards, and it's okay to change your mind about people.
Especially when you learn new facts. You should definitely change
That
your
would be the
opinion
time
on
to do it, I
things.
think.
That's the time to
That
change
would
your
be the
opinion
time.
on things.
Not because Aaron told me to or my audience turned on me.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's talk about Alex Stein on Dabbleverse Live yesterday, and then we'll get into what happened to Aaron this morning, where he really fucked up, and it's hilarious. So Aaron's been bragging. I got dinner or lunch with Alex Stein, and we're buds, and Alex gets me. And Alex Stein is a very agreeable dude. He's likable. It's fun to hang out with. I've hung out with him many times. Good dude all around. And Alex Stein has always made fun of Aaron. When Alex was on Fish Tank and Aaron was going through all this controversy, he was bringing that up on Fish Tank all the time because he's like, you guys got to be watching the steel toe guy. It's fascinating. And Aaron would brag about this, like, oh, Alex brought me up again on Fish Tank. Like, this is a big deal. It's like, yeah, but it's because you're a lolcow. It's because he's making fun of you because you're a disaster. This was all confirmed yesterday on Dabbleverse Live that Alex enjoys laughing at Aaron, not with Aaron.
For me, the greatest thing he did, and it's very subtle, was when he called up Aaron, and Aaron immediately was like, yeah, let's get lunch. Let's do it. We're going to go to the steakhouse. I'm going to take... And Alex said, no. We're not going to a steakhouse. We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
I like that. There's something about that makes me happy.
Alex Stein's like, I'm flying in the morning. I'm flying out in the evening. I can make 45 minutes for you. Meet me at the Buffalo Wild Wings by the airport.
By the airport, yeah.
Right. And then I got to get the fuck out of here.
He wants to do this Russian Tucker having cigars by the Moosehead thing. He's like, no. Meet me at the airport.
So Alex agreed with me that this HRO shit using the courts against Melton is just a punitive thing because he doesn't like getting made fun of. It's funny, he didn't address that on the show this morning. I was surprised that Aaron didn't want to bring any of this up. He said, this was amazing. Alex Stein said when he had the lunch with Aaron had horrible things to say about Kayla Ricada. Not about me, not about Nick, not about Patrick. Kayla was the person he had the worst things to say about.
Why?
Because he thinks that Kayla masterminded the whole thing, manipulative, this whole polycule thing. And this was all Aaron's idea that like him and April would start fucking other people. He brought it up to her in Vegas before the polycule started. She agreed to it. She fucks Nick. He starts fucking Kayla, and now he's blaming it all on Kayla that all of this went down.
Yeah, her name rhymes.
Interesting.
I don't trust that.
Yeah. He said, Alex said that Aaron's an injured animal who's lashing out. Like none of the things that Alex was saying puts Aaron in a spot that like Aaron likes to pretend he's in. Like, that he's dominating, he's beating everyone, he's bigger than the Dabbleverse, he's better than all of us. It's
But
very
then when
funny.
you tried really hard to get him to acknowledge the actual like criminal things he's done, and he's like, oh yeah, I forgot he was a convicted sex offender. He's like, oh, I forgot. And then when you tried to point out, he tried to get this doctor fired for being friends with a guy, and he tried, and he would acknowledge that. I said, yeah, but isn't that funny? And you were like, no. And he's like, well, wouldn't it be funny if it was somebody you didn't know? And you said, no, that's not funny. That's not comedy. I don't like that, Alex, forgiving that so he can laugh at the hockey puck.
Right. And, I also brought up the fact that Aaron abused April. That's in court documents.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, right. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not cool. That's never a good thing. Like, yeah, no shit. Aaron's a bad guy. But the Dr. Steve stuff. And Alex did admit, he's like, yeah, that's taking it too far when you start fucking with someone's livelihood and over such a dumb thing that doesn't make any fucking sense. So Dr. Steve's never said anything about Aaron. In fact, people in the chat yesterday were pointing out Dr. Steve only said good things about her. He used to compliment Aaron when Aaron and April were doing a show together. A lot of people got distracted by April. We're like, yeah, this guy's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
we sure did.
I'm guilty. Anyway, so after all of that, I thought it was nice to hear that Alex is a reasonable guy and was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. It's fucked up that he would do that. And so when people fuck with Aaron now, I celebrate it because he wanted to get my buddy Steve fired or get his, get the medical board to remove his license or whatever the fuck he was trying to do. When Aaron was talking about how, and he's writing prescriptions for people in another state and he was doing it live on stage. He's giving out drugs. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, he wasn't writing the prescriptions. He was handing the drugs to people on stage.
On stage, according to Aaron Ibhol. Like, all right, dude, you're mad. We get it. You want to ruin someone's life over it. That's such a Stuttering John-esque thing to do.
Yeah. And karmic, this is what they do. And everyone always warns you. There's always someone when I go to meet Joey C that's going to come out of the woodwork and be like, you think it's cute, but Joey C's actually, and everyone has these. And it's always about how much can we take until we give up on what is inevitably a deeply flawed person.
So Thorough Joe Burrow posted this on X today. And I'm so glad he did because this has been deleted from Aaron's stream. Aaron's watching a video. Of course, it's Rumble Friday. So people give him money and make him watch videos, and he has to do that. And so someone made a video of this guy pretending to be Aaron, making fun of himself.
Show sucks. Now give me donation.
I'm going to make a bet that if I go to the Ryan Harkness show, I have a far larger audience than him. This sounds like a guy with a smaller audience trying to get a little clout. It's just a guess.
So you see how this starts off. Aaron's already pulling his dick out.
He can't hear it. That first sentence was too much, and he had to. This is very John-like.
He had to pull his dick out immediately and just be like, I got the bigger dick, so who cares about this guy?
Ricketo was my boy.
All right, guys, we got to...
Okay. So immediately it cuts to the famous hot tub stream where you have the Ricketas and Aaron and April all in the hot tub. And this is a problem for Aaron, who's not allowed to acknowledge Kayla, show Kayla, have anyone talk about Kayla on his show.
Yeah, and even in this picture, it's the three of them and him watching.
Yeah, good point. So this pops up, and let's see how Aaron handles this.
All right, guys, we got to shut that. I'm sorry. Hey, Social Observer, we can't be putting stuff like that on the fucking show. Can't do it, buddy. Sorry. Don't fucking do that again. All right?
I love when Aaron scolds people. Right back to what I was talking about when he was scolding people about saying April was on coke. No, you do not say April was on coke. You guys do not send videos like this in that I end up playing because I'm an idiot and I just want money so I don't actually curate anything. I just hit play because he gave me $20. Don't do this anymore. It can get me in a lot of trouble. Yeah, we know. That's why we did it, you fucking retard.
Does he ever say to himself, like, maybe I should just screen these things before I put them on the air?
Yeah, he can't because that's not the show format. It has to be like, you give me $30, I'll play the whole thing immediately.
Oh, then that's what they're paying for. They're paying to dupe you, Aaron.
Yep.
And you're okay with it for a price.
And listen, when you go after Dr. Steve and you try to fuck with the guy and then people go after you, that's what happens. This is the same thing with John crying about lawsuits. Oh, everyone's suing me now? Yeah, John, you fucking sued Shuli and me. And so now everyone's like, fuck you. You want to bring the law into this? Aaron's trying to fucking get people fired and have things happen to them. This is happening back to him. That's what happens.
You ever think about how you're gummying up the legal system? Those poor law clerks and bailiffs working overtime because of you.
It's hilarious.
On the fucking show. Can't do it, buddy. Sorry. Don't fucking do that again. All right? Let's go to our next link.
Don't do that again. All right. Okay, Dad. Oh, does that
Don't
bother
do that again.
you?
Okay.
Does that bother you? Okay, we won't do that again, Dad. So, guys, remember, if you want to fuck with Aaron, just don't make it the first part of the video. Put in something that might be interesting to him, and then show Kayla Rickeata.
I think it's an AI
trying to find his scolding voice, his adult voice. He's like, is it the mad one? Is it the real serious one? He has none. There's no authority. It always ended with please.
Yeah. I don't think he does a lot of parenting, so that's probably part of it.
No.
Let's go to our next link. It's an AI cover of Chevelle.
All right, now look at what Aaron's doing.
So this
he's sitting there stewing. He's thinking about what just happened, and he's going, "Oh shit, what do I do now?" This is a violation for him, and the courts could get involved.
So this is not another band. This is just straight up AI covering a.
Because he's on probation right now. You know, he did his time in jail, and now he's on probation and not allowed to have anything about Kayla Ricada mentioned or showed on his show.
Covering a song. All right, guys, I got to end this stream, delete it, and come on back. Sorry about that. Blame Social Observer. We'll be right.
Okay, so he jumps off immediately after that. I got to delete this. Doesn't matter. It's already been recorded. So thorough, Joe Burrow. Well done.
It was like Aaron. Somebody's hit the World Trade Center.
Yeah. At first, just like, all right, we'll keep reading the story.
Well, put up another one first. And,
yep. Oh shit, this is bad. This is very bad. So we'll see what happens. I saw a lot of people tagging Nick Ricada in the thread on this X post. See if anything comes of that.
Show sucks. Now give me.
I didn't mean to start that again. I mentioned that Alex Stein was on and talked a lot of shit about Aaron. We learned a lot about what Alex actually thinks about Aaron. And you might say, well, he didn't respond to that because he hasn't seen it yet. And I would say, nope, I have some evidence that he definitely saw it and knows all about it. Because one of the other things that Alex Stein revealed on Devilverse Live yesterday is that Bubba the Love Sponge does not like Aaron. Did you see that part?
No.
Alex is pretty good friends with Bubba the Love Sponge.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He is. And so he goes, oh yeah, Bubba does not like Aaron at all. And it's amazing that all of a sudden this morning, Aaron feels like he's competing with Bubba the Love Sponge. And thanks to Bubble Popper for pulling these.
Or let Karmic's audience know that if they'd like to come watch the show, we're already like 6 or 7 links in. We're going to have a great one today. Let's have some fun, boys and girls. The other thing I wanted to stress to you today is hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, especially the thumbs up on Rumble today, because right now, if we take a look, we are number 2 in podcasts, less than 200 viewers away from Bubba the Love Sponge. Now, we usually clear this number at our peak. In about an hour, hour and a half, we'll be over this number that Bubba's at right now. But if we can pass it sooner, now, a lot of likes. If you have a high like ratio on Rumble, they'll put you on the front page. Get us on the front page and get us to number 1 in podcasts, because right now in the podcast department in Rumble, we are second place behind Bubba, and we are climbing every minute. So let's go and make ourselves number 1. Mumble Slam says this stream sucks. Thank you. We do. But Carmi blocked me for talking about Final Boss. Mumble Slam, it doesn't suck. You just have to have a sense of humor. You have to not take things too seriously.
Oh, okay. I like it when Aaron tells me that the show is great. I always forget. So he was on here, and I was messaging with Bubble Popper today. He said throughout the stream, over 20 times he brought up Bubba the Love Sponge and hitting like and being number 1 in podcasts on Rumble and surpassing Bubba. So very much on his mind that Bubba does not like him.
Why doesn't he put his anger towards Alex?
Oh, he won't.
Right.
He will not.
Because, Bubba the Love Sponge is like a criminal who is convicted for animal cruelty, and for the Hulk Hogan sex tape, he got involved with that whole defamation thing, for juicing the ratings.
The ratings.
The Nielsen ratings.
Yep. Yeah, he's done some shady shit, that Bubba.
He sure can pick him.
He really can. So that's what's going on with Mr. Imholt. I say it every time I do a segment about him, which is rare these days, but we'll get this little piggy back again at some point. But again, Aaron, if you have things you want to say to me, I'm always available. So just let me know when you want me to come on your show, or you can come on this show, or you can go on another person's show. Doesn't matter to me.
Please.
I would love to explain all of the lying that you do to your audience and hold you accountable for it in a Brittany Venti sort of way.
Yeah. And I will be there in the chat, Aaron, forcing you to explain why it's not fear-based, that you won't talk to any of these people in public and have an actual conversation. Why that's not just coming from being totally scared.
Yeah. Well, because he's a liar and he knows it.
Yeah. There's no other reason. It's not the numbers. It's not, you're not shooting up. It's, you should be able to have a conversation if you're so right. And if you've already won and been winning for so long and the war is over, let's have some peace talks.
Where did this go? Painkiller says he'll use Kayla as an excuse. And I've said this multiple times. I will not bring up Kayla. I'm not looking to get him in trouble. I just want to confront him and talk to him about his lies. That's why I say he can come on my channel. We can go on a third party's channel because then he's not controlling it. So it wouldn't be against the probation if she did get brought up. But I'm just saying, whatever his terms need to be.
Let's take it to Jake Hudson.
Yes, that's a good idea. He should be the moderator on this. Jacob Shed over at supertip.gg/WATP. I'm interested to know why Mentor posted Zen Special to begin with. Seems hostile and unprovoked. I don't know the answer to that. Redacted Potato. You admittedly don't like Granny. Lemmy and Granny were pretty friendly. It could be that simple. Sorry, I'm 12 minutes behind. I've never said shit about Granny, I don't think. I mean, I mentioned that he came up to me at Hackamania and goes, Carl, why don't you like me? Is it because I'm like drunk and a slob or whatever he said? I'm like, no, the exact words. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. But I don't think Lemmy loves Granny. I don't think that they've had a good falling out. So I don't know if that's what it is. Maybe it is. Constantine.
Adam, if you buy TSN for 2,000, give it to me. He wins a lawsuit and I get his channel. Everyone's a winner. That's Anola.
Okay. Constantino. I'm going to write that down.
Sounds good.
Got it.
Goldfold coming in.
It appears that Crimax wanted to gamble and consume alcohol in Vegas after the loss of his YT channel, a decision that Ron Fuddle reportedly protested.
This disagreement seemingly led to a significant confrontation, resulting in Crimax being told to scram. Given these circumstances, there is significant speculation regarding whether Ron Fuddle
will soon appear on the YID Hater KB's show to provide further details on the situation. Send Crimax a fifth, folks. It's the least we can do to support him. Mazel. Garnai.
All right. That's interesting. Why the fuck did Ron Fuddle and him go to Vegas in the first place? She doesn't like him drinking. She seems to want to have control over him. That's the worst place you should bring.
Because he's broke, like really broke, and was offered a free trip to Vegas to appear at Hackamania, and she made him turn that down, saying, we'll go. And now she took him, and look how well it went. You really chose wisely, Carmick. If only you'd listened to the almost hundreds of people that were telling you the right thing to do.
Yeah, go to Hackamania. Goldfold, he did not cry, no tears. Okay, good. He's just drunk and angry then. That's even better. Chris Hall, I have asked Mentor several times to post his emails of the strikes and prove it. He has only ever shown the Zen ones. This is just getting regurgitated until it's true. Prove it or shut the fuck up. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know about that side of it until he was on with Stuttering John, and I haven't seen any evidence. So I don't know what the story is. I'd love to know the answer. I asked Julie on Point Double Point on Monday, and he says he can't talk about it. And then I got called out on Hughesy's show. I'm like, what else am I supposed to say? He says he's not going to talk about it. He can't. I was just supposed to ask the question over and over again.
Hurt him.
Roy Cockburn gifted a membership. Thank you for doing that, Roy Cockburn. I hope you got a membership. We do 2 bonus shows just for our Patreon members and YouTube members every single month on this channel. And I actually did a bonus show earlier this month that was Living in the Past with Stuttering John, where we went back and listened to John's very first ever solo podcast. Well, not solo. He had Tammy Pescatelli as his co-host, but it was on podcast 1, and he signed a deal, and he had Howie Mandel on his show as a guest. He was like going places. It was back in 2016, June of 2016. John's like launching his new podcast, and it's so fun to see when John has hope and optimism and thinks it's a big deal and can actually talk and be a normal person, but was terrible at it. And to watch that decline, and we're going back on this YouTube channel, or if you go to patreon.com/wherethespodcasts, you get all of the archive of this, all of the episodes of Living in the Past, going back to his 2018 podcast, his 2017 podcast. It's very fun to go
The hard
through.
copy of his book.
The hard copy of his book is there. Carl thinks I'm stunning, $5. I'll be a star act in next year's Ren Fair. Come by and brush my hair or feed me an apple for $5.
Oh, and just in case John didn't hear it, because he keeps talking about how we're going to dry up. We have every single episode of that podcast you were just talking about, the Tammy Pescatelli one. We have all of those episodes. We haven't even touched yet. We have such a backlog of
We just did the first one.
We don't have any time to do it all. There's so much. So don't worry.
Yeah,
You'll still be a live job.
Jay Loiterer, I thought Lemmy was going off on Mersh when you said was Mersh. Yeah, I know. I was confused too what she was upset about.
Oh.
And then she was like, fuck you, Carl. I was like, wait, what did I do? I was just joking around. But yeah, that was interesting. Lemmy's got an issue with me. But don't worry. Investigator Adam will figure this out. He'll get to the bottom of it for us. All right, we went a little longer than I thought, but I definitely wanted to cover that Aaron stuff. It's fascinating to me. Adam is rocking tonight. Kudos. Thanks, Roy Cockburn.
I'm soft rocking.
Wherever will I spend that money? Adam, anything you want to promote before we get out of here?
I'm really enjoying that Pat Dixon, Bob Levy show that just popped up. I hope to see some more of those.
Excellent. Keep an eye on that. And thanks, Adam. Thanks for coming on. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Over 1,700 people here consistently tonight, so we appreciate that. And we'll do a WATP tomorrow with Vinnie Paulino. That is behind the paywall. Special time, 4 p.m. So if you're on our YouTube channel or Patreon, you'll get that link to watch the show.
I got to go. Bye. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go.
Were you going to say something, Adam?
Yeah, I totally forgot. I had a clip. Opie mentioned producer Chris this morning. No, Tony P did. And I got the clip, but I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. So I want to find out. I'll send Chris the clip. Sweet. I don't know what the context is, but it's very funny. And I'm going to try and check out that Rick Glassman, Brian Callum for Wednesday.
Okay.
You think that would be interesting?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll see if it's good or not. I don't know.
I've watched some of the clips of that, and Rick Glassman goes kind of hard at him and then softens up, but I haven't seen the whole thing. But Brian Callen doesn't handle it well because Brian goes into his whole like, why are they making fun of us? We're the comics. Like what why would they go after us like this? We're just trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Brian's
that was the bit for me, was that I don't think Brian was getting what was happening. He thought he was in on it, but he wasn't really. That's fun to watch.
It is. Jim tells you Aaron is also facing tampering with evidence by deleting the stream. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that she wants, if something happens like that, they don't want it up longer, But I don't know how that works.
I didn't realize you went back live again. I thought we were just talking. What did I say? Holy shit.
Oh,
you realized until the chat came up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're still live. You were just talking about what you want to do on WTP on Wednesday. You're talking about the Brian Callen, Rick Glassman thing.
I was just about to take my mask off.
Oh, his horns are going to pop out. Like it's going to be a whole thing. All right. Sorry about that, Adam. We're gone now for real.
Later, guys.